Walks on Rhines, and I'm with Sam from Architects. How are you doing?
Good, good. A little sleepy.
Enjoying Scotland?
Yeah, it's nice. We just went and got dinner at Pizza Express. It's the third time I've been to the Pizza Express in Glasgow. So nice. I like Glasgow a lot. I like Scotland in general. It's cool.
For people watching who may not know about you, can you give a quick run through at Architects?
We are 5 guys in a band and we play music. It's as simple as that. We have fun and we get to do stupid stuff, like travel the world, and you might or might not like our music.
Like many bands, Architects have had a couple of line-up changes. You had came in as a new singer a wee bit later on. How did you feel doing it, and how do you think the fans reacted?
It was cool. I mean, there wasn't really too much of a uproar when it happened, you know. But they'd only released one record with Matt, and it was cool. You know, I knew them all before. I'd been in bands and played shows with them before, and it was a pretty easy transition. They just I went to a band practice and tried out, and then from there we just didn't stop working. It's just been smooth sailing.
Great. Daniel P. Carter premiered the new single Day In, Day Out exclusively in Radio 1's Rock Show. Are you pleased with the reaction so far?
Yeah, it was great. It's been really cool actually, you know, because we've had the record for so long, and it was nice. The song got played twice in that night. I was just like, that's unheard of, you know, ridiculous. But I'm really pleased and can't wait for the whole album to come out and see what people think of it.
Your upcoming album, Here and Now, isn't released until early 2011. What made you release the single so far, like so early?
Well, because we re-released Hollow Crown with a DVD, and originally we wanted the record to come out a lot sooner. We wanted the record to be out on this tour, but because we re-released Hollow Crown with the DVD, we had to push everything back a bit. But we still wanted to have a song out on this tour so that people would know a song and be able to come down and sing along to it. And just because people know that we'd recorded it, we wanted to try and push, you know, like a first song off of it, just to see how that goes down. And then obviously we'll be touring a lot until the record comes out, so it's nice just to have a new song that you can play live that people know, instead of just standing there being like, what the fuck is going on?
Have you got a release date for the new album yet?
We don't have a release date, I just know it's going to be like at the end of January, I believe.
There's a kind of storytelling that goes through your songs. Do some of them come from experience?
Quite a lot of songs. I mean, pretty much every song I've ever done has been about something that I've been through or something that I've done. You know, everything I've ever sung about is completely true. Everything I've ever written about has been about a certain subject. You know, I just don't see why some people write songs. I mean, you know, it doesn't mean to say they're not a good song, but I just personally couldn't write a song about something fictional that was just made up. I just couldn't deal with that. You know, you have to perform a song. It might as well be about something that, you know,
especially if fans can relate to it. It makes it feel better for them if
definitely.
you're into it. Will there be any videos to go with any of the songs from the new album?
Yeah, I've just been shooting day in, day out. We've just been doing stuff before I came away, and we're going to shoot some stuff at the London show. And you know, it's going to be a really cool video. We're shooting it with Stuart Birchall that did Follow the Water video, and I worked pretty closely with him on getting stuff together for it, and he has a great team there, and it's looking pretty ridiculous right now. But I just can't, when it all comes together at that London show, that's when we're going to see how amazing it comes out.
Yep. Dead Swans released a split EP with Architects. Would you consider doing another split EP, and if so, what band?
I would love to do another split with someone, I think, but that was perfect because it was like a time and a place, you know. Like that split came out perfectly before Hollow Crown. It was like a leap up into what our new stuff was going to sound like. I don't know whether we'd have the chance to do something like that again, you know, because we seem to be like quite established and have to do like record. But that was fun, you know. But I definitely think there's a chance of us doing like another EP. I don't know whether it'll be a split or something, but we'll do something like cool in between the next record coming up, because we just love doing it. It was a lot of fun. It was a perfect time and place. You know, we did that record, then we toured it with them, and you know, it was great.
You were guest vocalist on Bring Me the Horizons, The Sadness Will Never End. Who would you want to guest on any Architect songs, if any?
If I could have David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, that would be the best day of my life. Chris Martin from Coldplay. That would be another amazing thing to happen to our band. Or Matt from Muse. Anyone that's, you know, they're all extremely talented singers, and I'd love to have them. So.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly, and that's, you know, you'd want something to, it would be perfect for your record. So.
Steve Evans, was it mixed or produced?
Produced and mixed, yeah.
Here now, he produced bands like The Cure, Glasgow and Senses Fail. Was it daunting to work with someone who had such a massive catalogue?
I think it was cool because obviously everyone likes The Cure. Like, I'm a big fan of The Cure, and that Senses Fail record you were talking about, I remember buying that record and seeing that band live, and he'd done stuff like Every Time I Die and Dillinger Escape Plan and stuff, and you know, through them, like, we got friend recommendations, like, you know, they were saying how good he was, and obviously there's proof in the music that he's recorded. But yeah, we were really excited because it was a completely natural thing for us. Like, excuse me, all the drums were completely natural. Like, Dan went in a room, played drums for 4 minutes, and what he played was on the record. Every song has a different guitar sound. Like, they worked really hard on that. All the vocals that are recorded are completely unedited, untouched. There's essentially me standing in a room and just going for it. There's no like computers or auto-tune, anything. Like, the whole record is completely dry. And if we wanted to find like an effect, you know, so we wanted like it to sound like I was at the end of a corridor, it was like if we were doing that, I was at the end of a corridor, singing it at the end of a corridor, you know.
Instead of having effects.
Yeah, and if you know, you wanted a bit of distortion on your voice in a certain bit, it was like, okay, well, here's a broken microphone, we're going to run it through this guitar amp, and then you're going to sing for it. It was really cool to kind of like push myself, you know, especially as like a melodic singer, which is, I've always had a little bit of help in the studio, you know, kind of making everything like polished and stuff, but it was nice this time to, you know, go in and have someone that had like so much faith in my voice and, you know, pushed me to get the results. And when you listen back to it, like, I'm so stoked because it's just me, you know, there's no like, it's not like, oh yeah, listen to this is me singing, but it's actually like someone's gone, oh, here you go. It's like, it's actually me in a room singing.
Like the way people would hear you live.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we wanted to portray. We wanted a live sounding record.
You've spent a lot of time touring the US.
Too much.
It's famed for famed as one of the hardest places to break. How do you think Architects are holding up with the US fans and audiences?
It's definitely exactly as you said. It's the hardest place to break for us and for a lot of bands. But you know, we can see like every time we go over there, there's a little bit of an increase in fans. You know, it's not going to happen overnight for us out there. It's definitely something that we're going to have to work really hard to nail. But it's fun. You know, we've got a lot of friends out there, so it's kind of like just go out there and have a laugh. But you know, it's kind of fun starting from the beginning again and going into it. You know, being a better band.
There's far more places to go there as well.
It's outrageous. You could tour that place for months. It's a long drive. I mean, like a drive, say, from Brighton to Scotland, where we're from, that would be the equivalent of a small drive in America. Whereas on like a tour like this, we'd be like, it's taken a while. Yeah,
oh, I know the feeling. There's been so many bands you've toured with. Is there a favourite band that you've toured with?
Personally, for me, I think it's probably Underoath. I mean, they're just the nicest guys.
Are you going back out with them after this tour? Or?
We're not. We're going with a Trey back out there. But we did just tour with Underoath in the States. But just, I mean, a band that I've looked up to since I was extremely young, and then to tour with them like 2 or 3 times and have them as like best friends is amazing. And they're the nicest guys in the world. And
do you think they've kept the same thing because Aaron's left, or do you think
it's have they put a song up now? I'm not sure.
They've just released one this week. Yeah.
I've heard the whole record. We heard it when we were on tour, and to be honest, as a huge Underoath fan, it's my favourite record. It's so musically, it's phenomenal. And Spencer's voice is incredible. So.
Have you any tours coming up before the end of the year, beginning of 2011?
We have. So we do this, we finish this, and then we go to Ireland. And then we fly from Ireland to America. And then we do 6 weeks in America and Canada. And then we fly from Canada to Australia. We tour for a week there, and then we fly home, and then we're back home on like December 10th, I think. So we're back just in time to try and feebly get some Christmas shopping done.
Busy time ahead then.
It never stops for us. It never stops.
You've opened up for some bands on big tours like the US Culture. Do you think you've gained fans from that you never thought you'd be able to sway?
I think, yeah. I think it's important to play to people who wouldn't normally be at your headline shows. I think it's great to get your sound out to new people that would go to see the headline band and they go, "Wow, headline band's great, but I really like this band tonight." And then they go away a new fan, because it's such a great feeling, going to a show. I remember not knowing any support bands and going and seeing my favourite headlining band and then being like, "Whoa, I've got 2 new bands that I really like. I'm going to go home and listen to it." It's such an amazing feeling.
Especially the Culture, they had a massive bunch of Cancer Bats, Places Fall.
Yeah, such a great tour.
It was a good tour for, especially in America, if you are trying to get
it was probably the best tour we could have done out there. So.
I've read that you, Dan and Alex have a side project. Will that be a joint main focus with Architects, or will Architects also be your main?
We did like a side project, and we did it as kind of like a laugh. We went for a stage where we were just like having fun. It's like this silly like punk band that we just met. I played bass. I don't play bass or guitar, but I wouldn't rule out the thought of some of us doing like a proper side project. I think that's something that's quite important to, spread yourselves musically and do what you want to do, But as of now, there's no plans for anyone to do a side project. I mean, I'd love to do something. I wouldn't know what I would do, but I'm sure one day I'll do something.
If you anything lastly to say to anyone watching?
Cheers for helping us out and making it the best year of our lives. Like this tour's been ridiculous. We didn't ever think that we'd play venues this big and sell them out and stuff. So yeah, just thanks for letting us not have a normal job. It's wicked.
So thanks very much.
Alright, thank you very much.
So that's it.